Good afternoon. It is Friday, January 14th, 2022. You know, some of the parables that Jesus told were lengthy stories with multiple characters, but some were just short, pithy metaphors. Today, we're going to look at a couple of the short ones. In Matthew chapter 13, verses 44 to 52, and I'm reading from the New Living Translation, second edition, it says, "The kingdom of heaven is like a treasure that a man discovered hidden in his field. In his excitement, he hid it again and sold everything he owned to get enough money to buy the field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant on the lookout for choice pearls. When he discovered a pearl of great value, he sold everything he owned and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a fishing net that was thrown into the water and caught fish of every kind. When the net was full, they dragged it up on the shore, sat down, and sorted the good fish into crates, but threw the bad ones away. That is the way it will be at the end of the world. The angels will come and separate the wicked people from the righteous, throwing the wicked into the fiery furnace, where there will be weeping and gnashing of teeth. Do you understand all these things?" "Yes," they said, "we do." Then he added, "Every teacher of religious law who becomes a disciple in the kingdom of heaven is like a homeowner who brings from his storeroom new gems of truth, as well as old." He's describing the kingdom of heaven, that state of life where God reigns, God is in charge, God rules. And two kind of short, pithy metaphors that describe it as being a treasure worthy of great sacrifice. In both the pearl of great price and the treasure hidden in the field, he says the fellow sold everything he had, gave everything to obtain the kingdom of heaven. The kingdom of heaven is a hidden treasure worthy of great sacrifice. Unfortunately, so often, our relationship with the Lord and our whole religious nature is not a great sacrifice. Most of the time, it's just what's left over. We give it our leftover time, we give it our leftover talents, we give it any leftover money we've got, and we don't really see it as a priority. But in Jesus' parables, it's a treasure of tremendous value, worthy of great sacrifice. You know, one of the hardest things about having children is teaching them the value of things. I remember coming across one of my tools left outside, had been there for quite a while, and I realized that one of the kids had left it outside and had to try and explain to them that that was a valuable tool and should have been taken care of, and not just carelessly discarded outside. And trying to get them to understand the value of things was sometimes a struggle. Well, here's God trying to teach us the value of the kingdom of heaven. And we just leave it outside, discard it, and don't really think that much about it, instead of recognizing that the kingdom of heaven is worthy of great sacrifice and of tremendous value, and ought to be important to us. And then he talks about the kingdom of heaven being like a net dragged up from the ocean by the fishermen. All kinds of stuff in it. Some is the valuable fish that they put in the crate to go take to the merchant to sell so that they can feed their families. But some of it's just junk, and they toss it back, not considering it any importance at all, or throw it away. And he says the angels are going to do that at the end of time. How precious and important it is that we make ourselves and find ourselves to be valuable in God's kingdom, because we treated his kingdom with respect, with care, and with value all of our lives. Then he looks at the people and says, "Do you understand?" And oh, to a man, they said, oh, yes, yes, we understand the kingdom of heaven is so entirely valuable. But then he kind of looks at them, and without saying so, the implication is, he says, do you understand? Then act like it. Wow. May we act this week like we truly believe the kingdom of heaven is valuable and sacred and important. God bless you.